Buenas noches, buenas noches. Estamos por aquí ya conectadas. Hoy es ya septiembre 29 del 2025. My God, ya este año ya se está terminando, esto se está acabando. Ya este año va a las millas, a las millas, a las millas. Hoy estoy con mi preciosa, una de las batas de Mary Kay que usamos de consultora. Mira qué bello. Esto era una de las ediciones anteriores, pero miren qué precioso se va esta bata. Así que si quieres adquirir la tuya, la nueva edición, puedes ir a Mary Kay MK Connections a ver los nuevos estilos. Miren qué bello con el logo de Mary Kay. Esto es una preciosura. O sea que tú ya con la bata de Mary Kay no tienes que comprar ropa, ya estás ahí al otro lado con solamente lo que decimos ya nuestro uniforme, miren qué bello, así que es la forma más fácil de nosotros conectarnos, pero hoy vamos a estar hablando sobre la segunda clase de ideas de las ventas de Navidad, ¿ok? La semana pasada estuve dándole unas ideas de cómo el potencial de vender $2,000 en ventas con ciertos productos, ¿ok? Con ciertos productos que realmente, a ver si yo los puedo conseguir por aquí para enseñarle. Ok, está aquí, está aquí. La semana pasada estábamos hablando les enseñé la idea, a ver si se lo consigo por aquí para enseñarle. Esta fue la idea de la semana pasada, que le di días festivos como tú vender 64 regalos envueltos, listos para ayudarte a tener un objetivo y un potencial de $2,000 en ventas, $1,000 de ganancia. Y le dimos la clase, aunque estaba en inglés, de cómo empacar todos estos regalitos, 6 Mint Bliss, pero en forma de snowman, 5 mascarillas de carbón, 20 Mint Bliss, pero en forma de los Tootsie Rolls. Este, 5 sets set de gel y loción de baño. Hay $160. 4 sets de All Free Makeup Remover con máscara. Hay 152. 8 lip savers, que son 112 y son lip balm, los lip balm solitos, ¿ok? Y 5 peppermints, que son 5 hydrogel patches, o 5 sets de Confidence de aceite, 5 aceites solitos o dos sets con perfume, ¿ok? Ahí hay 230 en ventas y también tienes 2 sets para las arrugas, para las líneas finas. Tiene el retinol, tiene el del Clinical Solution, un nuevo Wrinkle Limiter y la Biocellulose Mask, que es nuestra mascarilla coreana, ¿ok? Mary Kay la tiene hace muchísimo tiempo y ya está súper ahora de moda todos los productos coreanos, pero ya Mary Kay lo había traído hace mucho tiempo. Esta Biocellulose está hace años con nosotros, así que Mary Kay ya hace tiempo había estado con nosotros y 5 set o paletas de sombras de ojos con el bálsamo nuevo, son $300. Así que miren, con esto nada más hay un potencial de 64 regalos y son $2,000 en ventas. Y la semana pasada sí el video es con respecto a esto, ¿ok? Esta semana vamos a dar seguimiento de otras ideas de venta para que tú cojas de aquí, de allá, de aquí, de allá y hagas lo que tú quieras para tu negocio que te funcione, pero de estas ideas te va a estar ayudando a ti a estar montando tu negocio. Y la semana pasada le enseñamos que hay una hoja o una promoción que tú le estás enviando allá déjame ver si está por aquí, déjame ver si está, ok, es una hoja como esta, déjame abrir aquí un poquitito, que es como la promoción. Y es regalos que yo entiendo que yo les envié esta hoja, si no se las vuelvo a enviar. y dice compra más y ahorra más por cada 3 regalos que compre, elige uno al 50% de descuento de igual o menor valor y vas a disfrutar de tu lista de compras. Así que ella va a escoger de aquí lo que quiera, cada 3 regalos va a obtener uno al 50%, que sea de igual o menor precio, ¿ok? Así que si escogió 4, pues de los 4, el de menor precio es el que se va a mitad de precio como hacemos en las tiendas de zapatos y en las tiendas, ¿ok? Así que esta hoja tiene ya la información para ustedes de cómo poder ya prácticamente hacer diferentes empaques y también les envíen el mensaje de texto el enlace de la tienda donde pueden comprar estos empaques, que ya el empaque era como 60 y pico dólares y ya podían trabajar con eso. Así que prácticamente, ¿por qué hacemos esto ahora? Mis hijas y mis hijos, ya empezó ahora hace 15 días, todos estos productos de edición limitada, especialmente las paletas, el Mint Bliss y con las medias, pero ustedes saben que eso se puede acabar fácil en 15 días, ¿ok? Así que es importante que hoy y mañana, hoy lunes y mañana martes, no más tardar, tú ordenes los Mint Bliss, que son de las cosas que se van más rápido, las paletas, todas estas cosas, el aceite del cuerpo, del nuevo perfume. Pide todo eso con anticipado porque eso usualmente no dura más de un mes, ¿ok? Así que eso ya empezó, así que ahora con las ventas que se hacen a través virtualmente, esto pues realmente hace la diferencia. Por lo tanto, es bien importante que ustedes aprovechen esto, ¿ok? Así que hoy yo quería compartir también otra idea, acuérdense, aunque el video esté en inglés, no importa. Yo le voy a poner los subtítulos en español, pero yo quiero que vean son las ideas de empaques, ¿ok? Las ideas de empaque de que tú puedes hacer, ¿verdad? Para ofrecerle a tus clientas y aumentar tus ventas para ahora, para Navidad, que son las ventas, esa es prácticamente la más, de las ventas más grandes que hay durante el año, ¿ok? Así que es bien importante que nosotros aprovechemos y busquemos de todos lados quienes tienen ideas. Así que hay una tercera clase que ya será la semana que viene, pero esto te va a ir abriendo diferentes formas de tú hacer el negocio y sacarle todo el provecho del mundo, ¿ok? Ahora, hay una idea donde, déjame buscar por aquí, ok, bien, déjame añadir aquí, una idea donde también tienes para tú tener regalos y prácticamente enseñarle a la clienta, déjame ir por aquí para enseñarles a ustedes algo, ok, déjame, ok. Donde ustedes pueden ya prácticamente tener una idea de cómo prácticamente se puede hacer, aunque sean órdenes pequeñas, pues si ya es que yo no voy a vender $2,000, ok, pues también hay órdenes pequeñas que tú puedes también hacerlo. Déjenme ver si compartir aquí para ustedes. Déjame chequear Sí, aquí. Compartir para ustedes esta idea también de esta directora y al final les voy a enseñar la hojita de lo que ella va a estar hablando. Va a estar en inglés, pero sí va a estar los subtítulos en español, ¿ok? Como cuando íbamos aquí al cine, nosotros estamos aquí acostumbrados, aquí en Puerto Rico, porque siempre que vamos al cine, las películas las pasan en inglés y abajo leemos los subtítulos, ¿ok? Así que nos vamos más o menos igual otra vez.
This is Bridget Moore, $1 Million Sales Director, coming at you with one of my favorite holiday ideas for you, and that is my holiday baby. I've got her right here, and she goes with me everywhere, and I love her. I love sharing her with the Mary Kay world every holiday season. I will tell you a little bit about this baby, that kind of how it came about when I was working my business. By the way, I've been in Mary Kay 23 years. And when I started working my business during the holiday season, clients would ask me if I would come see them, show them my gift options, etc. And I kept thinking, gosh, there's got to be an easy way to do this. So I ended up getting, actually, I had a baby, which is like a carrying tote. I call it a holiday baby because you never leave a baby in the car, right? And so you never want to leave your gifts in the car. And so I first started with my tote. And then if you're really a girl on the go, I even went to Home Depot, and you can buy these many places, but it was a rolling tote. So it was a 4-sided tote with an inside, and I would put my gifts in there with wheels, and I would just put it in my trunk. Pull it out. It had like a handle, like a suitcase you could pull up, and I'd roll it into my next customer, do it, pull it back out. We were ready to go. And so that's what I did. And I would sell thousands of dollars, you guys, during the holiday season, just taking my baby around to my friends, family, customers. And if this is your first year in Mary Kay and your first holiday selling season, no problem, because everybody's buying gifts during the holidays. So this really, to me, if you adopted even one great idea this holiday season, this right here could be the one idea that any of you can do. You can do it whether you want to have a big Christmas or a little Christmas, or you want to have a massive Christmas, because everybody take it with you. The iPod, people of the touch field, we're sensory buyers, and it's great. Now, when after the pandemic happened, I really went to a virtual business, and I still have today. And so I use my baby on virtual appointments. Yes, they can't touch it and feel it, but they absolutely can enjoy it, and they can see everything and know what it looks like. And then I just mail it out to my customers or deliver if they're local enough. So with my baby, what I like to do is I like to choose products. I love limited edition products, but we know those run out quickly during the holidays. So I prefer to do a baby with more regular line items. That way, as I'm showing them throughout the holiday season, I don't have to worry as much about the season. No problem, because everybody's buying.
Voy a darle. Ok, déjenme. Ok. Me permiten un momento, es que me salió la voz por otro lado. Voy a darle hacia atrás un poquito para poderlo ver, por si acaso nos quedamos a mitad de lo que ella estaba hablando de las ventas.
Out, we were ready to go. And so that's what I did. And I would sell thousands of dollars, you guys, during the holiday season, just taking my baby around to my friends, family, customers. And if this is your first year in Mary Kay and your first holiday selling season, no problem, because everybody's buying gifts during the holidays. So this really, to me, if you adopted even one great idea this holiday season, this right here could be the one idea that any of you can do. You can do it whether you want to have a big Christmas or a little Christmas, or you want to have a massive Christmas, because everybody needs gifts. You can take it with you. The eye buys, people love the touch, feel, we're sensory buyers. And it's great. Now, when after the pandemic happened, I really went to a virtual business, and I still have today. And so I use my baby on virtual appointments. Yes, they can't touch it and feel it, but they absolutely still can enjoy it, and they can see everything and know what it looks like. And then I just mail it out to my customers or deliver if they're local enough. So with my baby, what I like to do is I like to choose products. I love limited edition products, but we know those run out quickly during the holidays. So I prefer to do a baby with more regular line items. That way, as I'm showing them throughout the holiday season, I don't have to worry as much about things running out. And so I'm going to show you an example order here in just a minute. And Erin was so gracious to make this graphic for us to be able to kind of show an example of what a baby order could look like. And so let me show you a little bit about what I did. And so I bought this tote. You can look online for a utility tote. That's what I bought years ago. That's what I bought. I just bought this one new this year. And what I do with this tote is I fill up the bottom of it with our free packing peanuts from our orders. So just fill it up to give some height, because your products will fall down in it and then you can't really see them really well. And so I like to fill it up with that. If there's any gaps or spaces, you could put some shreds so you can't see the peanuts. Or even at Dollar Tree right now, they sell boa for the Halloween season. And so you could put even a white boa. You just want your colors to be cohesive, girls. So whether you get wrapping at Dollar Tree or Walmart or wherever you like to shop for wrapping, you just want to be cohesive. You want it to all look right and match, and not like a bunch of colors in your basket. You want to keep your price points anywhere from, I would say, 10 to around no more than $40 in your baby, with the majority falling in that maybe 15 to 25 price point, because most people are shopping for friends, family, coworkers, and they just don't want to spend a lot on them. So I'd rather sell somebody $10, $20 gifts than not sell her anything at all. So the majority of my holiday season isn't really big gifting. It's a lot of little.
El Starbucks que amas está listo. Te esperamos.
So I will tell you that in my basket, in my baby right now, I have really pretty much 100% of what's in my baby is Court of Achievers. Court of Achievers, if you're familiar with them, courtofachievers.com. I know Erin has shared several things with them before. We'll be sharing more during the holidays. Again, you can get wrapping anywhere. I love that they make wrapping made specifically for our product. So it's super, super easy. And if you're not a big wrapper and you're not really good at doing all that and gifting, it's great because it's as simple as throwing on a paper wrapper. This is a mascara, but it says ho, 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 and it's super cute. Same with this hand cream. You could sell a hand cream, or it could say Merry and Bright. You wrap it around with a piece of tape and you're good to go. So there's so many cute things. Now, I'm so sorry, my phone texted, excuse me. One thing that we're famous for is, or they're famous for, is the Footsie Roll. And this year they have several options. I mean, look how cute with the Mary Kay socks. Now, the Mary Kay socks, depending on when you watch this video, we're free with the Mint Bliss. And so we love these socks, and I love we can just take a cute bow, put it on there. They sell these bows. You can also get them other places like Amazon, etc. But and they're just like tie bows, like a twist tie, like a bread tie. And you have the socks, you have the Mint Bliss, and then you have the wrapper. So that's what that is. So lots of cute things in here, you guys. Lots of cute things. So here's what I want to say to you. We're going to give you an example order, and it's as simple as saying, kind of, what kind of Christmas do I want to have? And what products excite you to sell? You don't need all the things. You might decide your baby's going to be filled with just 2 things. Maybe a bunch of Footsie Rolls and a bunch of hand creams, something like that. Something new they have this year that I really, really love a lot is this cute little bag that says Merry and Bright. And I'm going to be putting hydrogel eye patches in here, or you can put anything in here in any price point. So you just want to be thinking about what excites you, and thinking to yourself, if somebody approached me with this gift option, what would I love to give to my friends? And I think that's a fun way to look at it. I even love this year they have this cute little checked makeup bag, which is really trendy. They have cute little gift tags, and I just put it on with a bow. I mean, how cute is that? I'll throw some shred in the bag. I put like a mascara and a lip gloss in here, so it can be an under $30 gift or right at $30. And they get something else with it, not just the product. So you're just always thinking about, how can I best support my customers? But I mean, when you walk in with this, you guys, let me just pull her out for a minute. I mean, how pretty is that? The eye buys, right? The eye buys. And I mean, that is so beautiful. And it's all cohesive. It all matches. It's the pink, kind of pink, red, and white theme. And I got the red utility tote. Again, you can get anything you want. You may have a basket already at home. You may want to go with a rolling tote, but you want to keep it simple. Now, with your baby, I would always have lookbooks in it. I would always have sales tickets, paper sales tickets in it. And I would always have wish lists, because somebody might say to you, oh man, I really want to, make a wish list, like for my husband or my boyfriend, or man, I really want to get some things for the holidays, and they can fill out an awesome wish list. I know Erin has those on her site, where you can get a wish list and have them fill that out for you. And then that's easy gifting to people's friends, family, boyfriends, whoever that shops for her, whoever her Santas are. But it helps start that conversation. So I really love that. So that's what the baby looks like. I will tell you that with the baby, in my opinion, I think what's so great about it is it allows you a reason to get back in front of your customers, or to approach friends and family if they're not yet customers. So for me, it's been a blessing because, again, everybody's buying, they're supporting a small business. And if you didn't know it, body care and personal care products are one of the #1 gifts for the holidays. So I really love that we offer that, and we have such adorable wrapping to go with it. So let me show you an example baby order. This is what I came up with. And again, you can do anything you want. These are just based on my years of experience, what I've seen. So we've got the Mint Bliss with socks. I ordered extra because the free socks will be going away. And once they're going away, you can just buy those at your local dollar store. Satin Hands hand cream, always a favorite with our hands getting dry in the winter. Eye makeup remover, always a favorite. Hydrogel eye patches, mascara, satin lips lip balm. I'm so sorry. I thought I turned that off. I apologize. Satin Hands hand set, the Silkening Dry Oil, again, limited edition until that runs out. Micellar water, charcoal mask, the body lotion. And then if you have any left of the hand sanitizers or hand soaps, I know Court of Achievers had some cute wrappers for those. But if you don't have any left, those have sold out. At least when you watch this video, they probably will both be sold out since they were going out at Mary Kay. So that's what I have. So it will be a $586 retail order, $293 wholesale, and that would be more than enough to fill your baby and have a little bit of extra to go with it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So make sure you check out Erin's resources on her free Go Give page. If you're a subscriber, I know she'll have more in her subscription group as well. And during the holidays, I'm telling you, I can't say enough about the subscription for the fact that there's just so many great things that she's going to have, I'm sure, for the holiday season that will make you lots of money and help you look really great in front of your friends, family, customers, coworkers, etc. I want to remind you one more tip. With the holidays, a lot of offices are needing gifts for their staff. And so if you have known many offices in your area, maybe your local, whoever you do business with already, maybe your local dentist office, doctor's office, if you're more of a mom and pop.
If your resume isn't getting traction, it might be time to change up your strategy and see what the data
office, like a private office, then you could ask them if they need gifts for their staff, because these are such great price points. And if anybody ever says, oh, I usually take my staff, to lunch or something like that, say, well, would you ever give them like just a small gift? I've even had offices let me bring in my baby, and they've given each girl so much money, and then they'll let them shop with me. And what that does, it lets them shop and buy something, but then it lets them see what you have, which is also really, really nice. So I love that part of it too. So I hope this gets you excited about your holiday selling. Mary Kay Ash always said to keep it simple, sweetie. And so the goal here is to keep this really, really simple. There's no reason to overcomplicate. You're going to see a ton of ideas this holiday season, but at the end of the day, it's about having conversations, letting people know that you actually do have gifts to offer. Wrap up your baby, post it in your stories, show, oh my goodness, wrapping more gifts. Like, let people know that you're even here. For a lot of us, we're more like undercover agents. People don't know what we do. And so let people know what you do. And if they know, they're going to think of you. And even if they're not ready to shop right now, if they know what you have and you're top of mind for them, they're going to ask you in December, hey, do you still have some of those gifts left? I'm selling gifts up to Christmas Eve and even the week after Christmas, because some people do Christmas the next weekend with their family. So they wait and shop even until they get some Christmas money. Then they spend it on other people to do their Christmas the next weekend. So Christmas goes really, I feel like, into the new year. And so don't get discouraged if you're showing your gifts and not everybody's buying right now. Some people have to wait for certain paydays or bonuses and things like that. And so, but you want to make sure people know that you're here, that you offer gifts and what price points you have. Because I promise you, when they're thinking, oh my goodness, I need a gift, you're thinking, oh, that's right. Susie Q had those gifts and they're wrapped and they're cute and they're ready. You want to remind everybody that your gifts have 100% guarantee, because some people are like, I'm not sure if they'll like it. What I love is what I built actually is pretty much generic products. Anybody can love them. Okay. And if for some reason they don't, we have 100% guarantee. The reason that that's so awesome is because any gifts that are given to someone, you could ask for permission to get their name and number and follow up with them after Christmas. What's great about that, you can check and see how their products, if they liked them, if they wanted to exchange anything, and then offer them a new year, new you makeover. So really any gifts that go out the door is kind of like a lead, because they're being given to people that maybe you don't know. I also encourage you, if you don't have those little bitty labels from MK Connections, which is our vendor at Mary Kay, this supplies like t-shirts and things like that. We have these cute little labels. They're waterproof and they can go on the back of your products. They come with like the business card kits, but you can buy them separate. And what I love about these little labels, that I stick them on the back of every product. So if I sell a Footsie roll, my name is on it because these are going to a lot of people that I don't know, maybe out of state even. And so you want your information on that product somewhere if it's possible. Now, I don't put it on things that it just won't really stick or work on, like maybe a brush set. But I'm definitely going to make sure it's on as many products as I can possibly get, or I'll put my business card inside of it if it's a gift bag or something. So I hope that helps you guys to have a wonderful holiday selling season. Get excited about certain products. Get whatever you need to wrap them, make it cute, make it cohesive, keep it simple, and I know you can have a really great season. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Ok, la semana pasada yo les estaba enseñando esos empaques, cómo ibas a empacar, ¿ok? La semana pasada era cómo iba a empacar y esta semana es cómo lo vas a vender, ¿ok? Y entonces era, muchas veces, si tú notas, ella dijo hay varias cosas que, aunque puede ser que puedas entrar a Core of Achievers, que yo les envié el enlace de Core of Achievers de la semana pasada en WhatsApp, y ahí hay empaque, pero tú dices, no tengo para eso, vete y compra papel de regalo y envuélvelos, ¿ok? No quiero que se compliquen mucho en cuestión a esto. La idea de esto que ella da, que me gusta en esta clase que es corta, es que tú prepares un bolso, ¿ok? Una canasta. Eche regalos entre 15, 10, 15 a $25 y vaya especialmente a los caballeros también a enseñarle y a tus clientes los regalos que tú tienes. Ella le dijo que en la parte de abajo le pusiera lo que viene en las cajas de Mary Kay para crear una base abajo y entonces de ahí poner los regalos encima e irte a enseñar los regalos a las personas porque todo el mundo tiene que regalar para esta temporada, ¿ok? Especialmente a los caballeros que no saben muchas veces qué regalar, que tú llegues a una oficina, al correo, donde están todos los del correo, donde hayan talleres de mecánica o cosas así que puedas ya resolverle a los caballeros que no tienen muchas veces ni tiempo para irse a un mall o a buscar, y entonces lo que decían, tal vez, "Ah, mira, te voy a dar el dinero para que tú vayas y te lo compres". A veces muchas personas quieren o que el caballero llegue con un regalo. Otra de las ideas que ella dio y que lo mencionó ahí es que tú puedas comprar en MK Connections los labels de que tú le vas a pegar a a los productos y son estos labels, ¿ok? Vienen 1000, ya yo tengo que comprar porque ya, mira, ya se me acabó. Estos labels tú los compras en MK Connections, donde tú le vas a poner tu nombre, le puedes poner tu dirección o le puedes poner tu teléfono o tu página web. Si no le quieres poner tu dirección, no hay ningún problema. Pero usualmente yo le pongo la dirección postal porque también esto lo uso para cuando estoy enviando cartas, ¿ok? Así que estos labels se pegan en los productos, en todos los productos se pegan estos labels para que tu clienta, se los pones a tus clientes al principio la primera vez y se los pones a todos estos productos de regalo para que puedan conseguirte, porque tú no sabes dónde van a llegar estos productos, a quién se lo van a regalar. Por lo tanto, es importante que esos productos tengan tu información o tengan tu tarjeta de presentación. Lo bueno de esos labels es que son waterproof y realmente no se salen con el agua, no se salen con el agua. Tú le vas, ¿qué tú vas a empacar? Bueno, tú vas a empacar lo que tú tengas, ¿ok? En inventario ahora mismo. Máscaras, Ultra Makeup Remover, estuches, los gel de baño, cremas de mano, todo lo que tú tengas, pero también tú puedes llegar con del sobre rosa que tú recibiste de mí o el material que recibiste, hay este paquete y dentro de este paquete está la hoja de la lista de deseos que tú puedes también llevar y visitar con tus clientas para que ellas puedan escoger sus regalos, ¿ok? Y entonces extra que tal vez no tengas en la canasta. La idea de la canasta es ya tú ir con, como dice, es como un bebé donde como un bebé tú no vas a dejar el car seat en el carro y lo vas a sacar. Eso mismo es lo que tú vas a hacer, sacarlo y estar con ese bebé todo el tiempo. De esta forma, donde tú vayas, sea escuelas, eh, cooperativas, banco, oficina, you name it, ¿sabes? Donde hay gente en todos lados y más tus clientas, una fiesta familiar que tenga y ya vayas enseñando también los empaques. Realmente es una opción para tú promocionar tu servicio de empaques de regalo y ya tener tus ventas, ¿ok? Ella estaba hablando sobre más o menos cómo podría ser una venta, ¿verdad? Déjame darle share a esto para que ustedes lo puedan ver. Déjame darle share a este, que es más grande. Aquí está un ejemplo del Holiday Baby. ¿Cuál es el Holiday Baby? Es un ejemplo de orden. Como ella dijo, son 6 Mint Bliss, que son $72, 5 cremas de mano son 70, 3 All Frame Makeup Remover que son 60, 2 Hydrogel Patches 88, 2 Mascara Great Heights que 36, 3 labios, 3 balm de labios de seda, un set de Satin Hands, dos aceites del cuerpo, dos agua micelar, dos charcoal mask y dos lociones de White Tea and Citrus Body Lotion, ¿ok? Puedes cambiarlo, pero esta es una idea de 586 en venta, que son 933 costos. Así que miren qué bello, tú vas a empacar tu baby, ¿ok? Tu baby con todos esos regalos. Tú ahí sí también puedes poner juegos milagrosos, tú puedes poner charcoal micros, tú puedes poner hasta, si tú quieres, una caja de repair. La cuestión es que tú vayas donde tus clientas y donde tu gente conocida y es decirle, mira, como consultora de belleza, necesito que sepas que tú tienes el privilegio de tener un asistente de compras personalizada, ¿ok? Esto es sumamente importante que tú se lo digas, o sea, donde cada uno de tus clientas tienen en ti un asistente personalizado de compras donde tú le vas a hacer todo el trabajo de empacarle los regalos, de llevárselos a su casa y ella te puede pagar con Visa, Mastercard, Discover, American Express, puede hacerlo con Klarna y tú lo pasas por ProPay. ¿Ok? ATH móvil, Cell, donde, como sea. Pero miren que con esta lista tan pequeña, mira lo que tú tienes en ventas, ¿ok? Así que ya tú tienes aquí opciones de cómo tú lo puedes vender y cómo tú lo puedes ir trabajando, ¿ok? Por lo tanto, esto es importante que hoy lunes y martes ya, hoy es 29, mañana es 30, que tú ordenes prácticamente todo lo que es de edición limitada, como el Mint Bliss con las medias, y vayas y lo compres en el área donde dice edición limitada en la orden, si no, pues me llamas para ayudarte con eso, para que tú lo tengas, ¿ok? También, que tú puedas trabajar. Lo que son los compactos en sombras son de edición limitada, los lip balm son de edición limitada y el aceite del cuerpo es de edición limitada. Por lo tanto, es importante que tú aproveches ahora antes de que, porque ya son en noviembre no va a haber y yo creo que ni a final de octubre va a haber. Así que aprovecha ahora. Haz tu baby, el holiday baby, tu canasta de holiday para que tú se lo puedas ir enseñando a las clientes. Dice, ay, Yelesca, pero yo no tengo esas carteritas, yo no tengo esos papeles tan bellos. Mira, vete a Marshall, vete a todo a peso, cómprate un rollo de papel, lo que sea. No tienes que gastar una millonada. Disculpa, pero no tienes que gastar una millonada en esto. Y empaca y vete, ¿ok? Y coge órdenes. Si tú dices, "Ay, pero Yalesca, yo no tengo tanto de eso", no importa, empaca lo que sea y ve y coge órdenes porque dice, mira, te voy a enseñar esto porque esto es lo que va a estar en temporada, pero necesito que hagas un layaway, ¿ok? Y escojas los regalos y tú le ayudes a la persona con su lista de regalos y que te hagas el layaway, ok, es tanto. Y al layaway le vas a cobrar el 50% para guardar, ¿verdad? Ese producto si tú no lo tienes y de esta forma sea más fácil, pero necesitas dar la voz de los regalos que tú tienes para la temporada, del servicio de empaques de regalo, porque eso es otra forma de ingreso que tú tienes en Mary Kay, ¿ok? Por lo tanto, esta es otra idea fantástica que te va a ayudar a ti a trabajar esta temporada de empaques de regalo. Hay otra idea que te voy a empezar y lo vamos a terminar la próxima semana, donde, déjame darle aquí, es otra de las directoras que está enseñando cómo ella realmente hace sus ventas también y otra idea de empaques de regalo, ¿ok? Déjame irme por aquí para enseñarles a ustedes. A ver si aquí están. A ver si es este. Ok, déjame, sí, compartir este. A ver, debe
My
estar.
name is Andrea Peters, and I am a sales director with Mary Kay. And I have been doing Christmas, teaching Christmas to Mary Kay consultants for over 35 years. And my background is I'm in retailing, and I've been in retailing since I've been 19, and I've done it for 53 years. So today I'm going to share something with you, and I want you to hear this, what the title is of this, because this is really, really important. I got to find my papers. Those of you that follow me and know me, well, we're going to just go here. This is it. We're going to talk about 5 to 6 steps of having a profitable holiday season. And that's the key word here is profitable. A lot of people do open house, they do Christmas or they do open houses, whatever, but it's not profitable. So that's what I'm going to teach you. And things have changed. And so I'm going to teach you what is happening in the marketplace for retailers and give you the best shot you can have for a profitable season. One of the things I want you to do is all a head game. It starts by how you think about things. Now, right away, everybody's flipping out because we don't have anything to sell for Mary Kay, and that's not true for Christmas. We do, we just don't have anything new. And as a retailer, and I'm going to give you a little insight on that, as a retailer, when you have a goal to reach, it doesn't matter whether it's new or not. Your goal is the same, and that is to reach, whatever you're going after. So let me explain something to you. I had a store in the north. And so from January until June, was winter clothes or was summer clothes. We didn't get to wear summer clothes until July. So my store ran in the red for the first 6 months of the season, always did. Back to school started in July, and then you went into Christmas. Now, for retailers, the reason why they put it all over the news and everything is because retailers have to make their money in the last quarter. That is the biggest money-making quarter of the year for retail. And we, in case you didn't know, you're in retail sales. And so if you don't do Christmas, you're giving up the biggest retail season of the year. And since I opened that store at 19, I don't know any better. I just know that it's Christmas and I get to make a pile of money during that last quarter. So let me talk to you about that. Women, we give ourselves permission to spend X amount of money at Christmas time that you never spend the rest of the year. You just never spend that kind of money on gifts for anybody. If you are on welfare and you have $5 in your pocket, you're going to spend it on a gift for somebody. So the gifting season, which starts November 1st and ends obviously Christmas, is the hugest season of the year. So the very first thing I want you to get in your head is that Christmas is awesome. Now you make your money doing faces, and you're going to do a lot of faces in September and October because those are the people that are going to buy your Christmas gifts in November and December, your new people. And then November and December, when they have shifted their money, they're not thinking about buying skincare for them. Now they're done with them and they're going into spending money on their families. So they've shifted their dollar. Now you'll get their money again, but you won't get it until January. And I'll talk to you, if I remember, I'll talk to you a little bit about that. So let me tell you what happened in the olden days. In the olden days, directors all over the country would fly me into their city, and I would do a huge workshop for hundreds of people, and it would be 3 hours long. Today, we are going to do it in 45 minutes, and then I'm going to do a series of other videos. And then I'll talk about that at the end if I remember, because I have to, in my head, I got to put that 3 hours into 45 minutes for you. I'm going to try really, really hard. So the first thing, the most important thing is that you are going to do Christmas and you are going to be a good retailer during a holiday season. So you have to get your head on straight. Stop worrying about what Mary Kay doesn't have to sell. This is the season. You still have to reach your goal. And I'll tell you about that's going to move us right into the next step. So if you want to have a profitable season, let me tell you the things that we're going to talk about. And it's necessary for you to have in your head to understand how this goes. It's not how cute you make something. A lot of you make beautiful things, but no one ever sees them and you don't sell them. Remember that. So we're going to talk about planning your inventory purchases, what to buy. We're going to talk about price points to sell. You can have incredible stuff, and if it's not priced right, they won't buy it. I don't care whether it's the top I have on or something that you're offering in your store. If the price point isn't right, they won't buy it. And in our industry and what we need, what we're the target that we're hitting, which we'll talk about, you have to have price points to sell. You have to have a kickoff. You have to have a kickoff date. That being a open house, a virtual party, whatever it is for you. I promote open houses. An open house can be a table at in your dining room. It can be your house. It can be your family room. Or it can be Panera, and one of my girls, her house is totally chaotic and it doesn't work for her, but she has it at a winery. She has a couple of them and they're at a winery. She gets a really good turnout for that. Okay, but it has to have a kickoff time. And the reason for that is this: you're fixing to get ready. You're going to do it. Oh, I'm doing it this year. I'm going to do it this year. And you don't schedule your open house and you don't schedule a kickoff thing. And what happens is you never do it. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. Your invitation is everything. If you have an invitation that says Mary Kay open house, that's the first thing that's not in your favor. We'll talk about that in a minute. So what you put in that invitation makes a big difference in how many people come. Okay, that's one thing. Now, the other thing with that is you have to have accessible hours. You can't just do an open house on a Saturday morning for 3 hours and call that Christmas. That's not the whole season. That's that open house. And we're going to talk about having accessible hours, and then selling on the go. And that can be selling on the go, can be carrying a basket, it can be setting up appointments and you're going to those people, talk about that, and it can be your virtual appointments. You have to know how to sell virtually if we're talking Christmas, and you're talking some of the things I'm going to show you. Then, of course, I'm going to show you all the things that I came out with for this year, and a lot of you have been following me for years on the stuff I'm going to show you. And everything I'm showing you today are things that I sell. I am not a teacher. I don't teach theory. I am teaching you what sells for me. Okay? So some of these things you have to do right now. And my goal is to have you have a stress-free Christmas. And the reason for that is I want you to listen to your life. If you're if you're a young woman, you're married, you have a couple of kids, or you're not married and you have a couple of kids. They're in every sport known to mankind, and you got to take them everywhere. When you are a driver, my grandchildren is absolutely unbelievable. What my daughter-in-law has to do. You've got a husband. You've got to cook, clean. You got to do all that stuff, and you're doing a side hustle in Mary Kay. Yeah, and I'm going to ask you to do more. And you're going to go, lady, you're out of your mind. But I am. I'm going to ask you to do more. So to have a stress-free Christmas when we're all stressed, I can't do technology. I have a terrible time figuring out all this stuff. I almost had a coronary yesterday trying to get this to fly. But but due to good friends that we have in Mary Kay, I got someone to do this for me because I don't have the technology background to do it. So that's what stresses me out. Doing Christmas does not. And one of the reasons why is because you have to spread it out. You want a really stress-free Christmas. It starts today. It starts right now. For me, it starts the day after Christmas. I'm always looking for things, and I'm always in the back of my mind. There's always Christmas, to the point where my children grew up in my store. So my daughters, oh, I found something I thought you would like, because we pick up extra things that enhance our Mary Kay products. Okay, so the very first thing you have to do is you have to set a goal. And it's for two reasons. One, you have to set a goal because your goal determines your activity, how much activity you do. I have a really, really bad habit, and it costs a lot of money. And it's my goal every year. Now, I'm going to go back a second. You cannot have paying a bill a goal for Christmas. You already have that bill, and that's what you're doing your Mary Kay for. So Christmas has to be something that you are willing to work more for. As I told you, I'm going to ask you to do more. So for me, my habit is, now I'm kind of a has-been athlete, but come January, I'm a big snow skier, and I snow ski all winter. And then in the summertime, I am a water skier, and I have a ski boat, and I have a cottage. And that habit, because it's habit, it's not an option. It's what I'm doing. It costs me about $5,000. And we're going to just talk, you buy for 5 and sell for 10, 50%. That's how we're going to talk today. So I needed to sell $10,000 every holiday season in November, December, no matter what, in order to be able to ski and have my boat and be with my kids, whatever. I forgot what I was going to say. I can't believe I forgot what I was going to say. So people will say, well, you just won't go skiing every time, every week. Well, that's not an option. So now let me talk to you what it could be. It could be a trip to Disney for your children, something that you really want really, really bad. If that's the case, then you have to find out how much it is. You're going to go tomorrow, get on your phone tonight and find out how much it costs. It costs about $5,000. It did to take 4 people, you and 2 kids, to Disney. If you want to, well, I had a girl in my unit that was redoing her bathroom, and 2 Christmases, and it was a big number. And she bought her bathroom with her Mary Kay money, her Christmas Mary Kay money. It can be, would your husband die if you had his car payment in a car at Christmas? $600 car payment. He goes, what's this? Mary Kay paid for a car payment for you. And give him that. So whatever it is, it has to go in. So because it can't be an option not to do it. So now you've got to do that today. There's things I'm going to give you that you've got to do today. That's one of them. That's one thing. The second thing is you've got to inventory your Mary Kay. And now I'm going to show you what I call a saleable product. We got to inventory your Mary Kay. And another thing I want to do before we get into that, because I'm jumping around because I do better that way than following a bunch of notes. The other thing that you need to do, and I would recommend doing it now. I just spent 4 days doing it for me. It should take you a few hours. Is I moved last year. No, I live where my boat is. But I moved in August, which is Christmas, full-blown Christmas for myself and my business. So a lot of things didn't get done. And I do everything out of my garage. Make everything in there out of there, and it was never done. So we got heat in there in the last 4 days. Everything has been hoed out. If I don't want it, don't need it, it's gone. So I have a space I can walk into and be able to work in. My workstation is all set up. I went through all the things that I didn't sell last year, like my gloves and stuff. All that is out of the bin that they were in, and they have hand creams in them, and they're ready to go. I went through all my ribbon, all my tissue paper, all my stuff, all my boxes, anything like that. But what's good, it's ready to go, and what wasn't good is gone. Now you can do that over a period of time, but I recommend that you do it. Just take a day and do it and be done with it. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. From here on out, it's just setting up. I inventoried all my Mary Kay, and this is what I want you to do, because either you can buy it now or you buy it over the next. Every time you place an order, you add the products that are sellable Christmas gifts to your orders. You have And now a girl in my unit runs a sale every summer sale, and she gets rid of all her discontinued product because she's a big retailer, and she buys all her Christmas inventory with the money from that sale. She's been doing it for years, and she makes a couple of $1,000s with that sale, and she's got money for Christmas. Okay, so now let's talk about saleable goods. I have a different opinion than many people do, but I sell a lot, and I sell a lot to people that are buying gifts other than for family. So you can make cute things. My dog is barking. I don't know why. I may have to. She's 11 years old. I might have to do that. There are gifts that you buy for your family. Yeah, they buy mascaras and they buy their cleanser. They'll buy a mask, but that's not a gift that they buy for a coworker, their employees, the lady, that does her nails and does her hair. I have companies that buy my gifts for favors for their Christmas parties. That's not a gift. That's things that they buy. And I'll tell you things I have set up at my open house that they buy, but they're not considered gifts. So let's do the first one, which we know what it is. And I didn't.
En RegTech College formamos a los protagonistas del cambio en la fuerza laboral.
Oh my God. The first one we know is hand cream. I didn't pull it out. It's hand cream. So hand cream have gone up to $14. So they're going to affect that price points to sell. So hand cream is number one. It's the number one product I sell for Christmas. I sell hundreds of hand creams, like 300 to 400 hand creams I sell at Christmas time. So hand cream is a good gift. Obviously, leg energizer and the slippers are a huge gift. So now when we go into the other products that I want to talk to you about, now we know that the hand sanitizer is already gone, but I'll show you something you can do with it. But the soaps, I sell a ton of soaps, and you'll see why. And this product is not sold out at this point in time. And I recommend when you get off this video that you go buy this, and you'll see why, because it's going to help change our price points because with this. Now, obviously, we have shower gels and moisturizers and these guys, and we have a new one. The coconut is a new one. And the shower gels and moisturizers now have gone up to $16 from $14. And how many do you have on your shelf? So you have those. I sell a ton of the hydrating lotion. I know that light is too bright, but this is the hydrating lotion and the 2-in-1 shave. I sell a lot of the hydrating lotion, and I put it with a lot of products. So it went from $16 to $18. Sell as well. As a matter of fact, I don't sell any of this in gifts. I have people that buy it. They buy it for themselves because they have very, very dry skin and they want a scrub or whatever. And you can't put a scrub in there as a gift. People do like to give scrubs as a gift. And the shower gel, but the price point's more. So it's $22 an item now. So just keep that in mind. Now, I will also tell you that I live very rurally, and where I live, people don't make a lot of money here. So depending on your base, whether you live in the city or your country, you will know what you can get for these products. I sell a lot of eye makeup remover because I bling them. But last year, this is funny, I always made them up in something, a cutesy somebody. And last year I just put them on, I do this while I watch TV. Last year I put them on my dining room table and I sold 50 of them. And I didn't do anything to them. I didn't even have them in a box. I give them the box. But I just had them there on a table, on a mirrored tray. $20. And I just bought it. So, but they're good girlfriend gifts. And they do buy this stuff. The other one, they do buy this stuff for gifts for people. The other thing is lip mask and lip balm, especially the lip balms. And I don't have one out. Didn't think about that. And of course, the satin hand set is another good gift. There's a different price point. So now, as we go today, I want you to get a piece of paper out. I hope you've got a piece of paper out, and to write down the things that I'm going to show you that you like, because then I'm going to tell you how many of them to make up, and you're going to see how many hand creams, leg energizers, etc., that you need have on your shelf so that your goal, see, this takes the pressure off of you. This takes stress off. So your goal between now and when you open, or whatever, the week before, however long it takes you to do stuff, is to get the amounts that you need to have a successful season, because you have to kick it off with inventory. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, now I am going to go get my own. So now, I don't believe that glamour is a giftable gift. Like, I've seen girls make up compacts for $65. You're going to get it for your kid because she asked you for it. I'm going to give it to my grandchildren because I want them to have it, but I'm not going to give it to a coworker. I want you to have gifts on your shelf that people can buy for everybody on their list, not just a family member. And it has to have perceived value. We're going to talk about that too. I'm going to show you, you're going to buy this for this much money, or you're going to buy this for this much money. So, the other thing is, these boxes happened because Peter's packaging in these boxes happened because I was doing, how this all came about is I was doing gift baskets, gourmet gift baskets for corporations. And corporations were buying $25,000 and $35,000 worth of baskets off of me, 450 baskets from one client. You want to talk about stress? I was a Mary Kay sales director when I was doing that. And I had done a party at an office for people that, for adoption agencies, for people to adopt children. And there were 9 people there, and they called me in at the time and wanted me to show them gifts for men and women for their employees. And I'm thinking 9. Well, there had to be a boy somewhere. 9. So I go there and they picked out what they wanted to do. They have 250 employees all over the country. And that order was a $15,000 Mary Kay order. Now, people don't buy gifts like that anymore. And that packaging business is, gifting like that has gone away. Corporations don't spend money like that like they used to. Some do, but it's not like it. The industry isn't like it was. So things do change. So that is why I want you to be able to do everything. You don't know who comes to your shop. You don't know who she is, who's online virtually. You never know that. Okay. So we set our goal. Now let me talk about, we're going to kick off the season. We're going to talk about internet. Okay, let's talk about price points that sell, since we're talking here. And I am going to show you some things. I hate doing this early in the game because then you guys get all excited. So price points that sell are this. If you're going to do a gift for a family member, a sister-in-law, your sister, someone like that, the average person, if you were in front of me, I would ask you what it is. The average person spends between $25 and $35 on those people. And of course, it depends on how many they have. I mean, I have a daughter, well, I have a daughter and a daughter-in-law. But some people have a lot and other people have very little. So some people will spend more money than that. But the average is about $25 a gift, okay? So then mom used to be $50, but mom's going up between $50 and $100. Husbands will spend $100, 75, I should say, because we're talking about Mary Kay. So 75 to 100 and 150, but then, Kristen Sharp in 12 Days of Christmas, some guys will buy $300. So you just have to have it. That's a 12 Day of Christmas tower. So you need to have it because there are people that'll come in and say, you know what, we never know what to buy for my mom. And there's 3 of us, and we want a $300 12 Days of Christmas basket. That happens. So you have to have it, but that's not what I'm getting at. Okay. So then the other gifts that we need we need a lot. So you need them for teachers, you need them for your hairdresser, your nail lady, the next door neighbor, your girlfriends, co-workers, your secret pal from church, your minister. What else? I don't have to tell you. There's a lot of them. And you need a lot of them. So you might need 10 of those gifts. And that price point used to be $10, but that price point is going to be basically, I'm going to say 15 to, if you heard me talk last year, it was 15 to 20. This year is going to be 15 to 22, maybe $25. I don't think 25 is going to be a price point that's good to sell for that customer. So now let me go back. You need how many for family? 2 or 3. For your mom, for moms, I don't need any. But I have daughters and daughter-in-laws, a couple, maybe one. If you have a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. If you have, a husband, or if you have I'm talking about. And then the husband, maybe one. So I had a girl that said, I do everything you told me to do. And I did my open house. And I told you we have to have extended hours because you guys are slammed. You have not a minute to your name. Well, neither do your customers. So if you have an open house for 2 hours and that doesn't fit into her 2 hours, she's not going to come. And she doesn't know that you have Christmas after that. So you just lost your whole season for that girl unless you reach out to her again. So you have to have accessible hours when you're doing this. So a girl did her open house. She said it was not successful. I did horrible. She was from 10 to 12 on a Saturday, period. And her price points, I said, well, what were your price points? Were $50 and above. So she knocked out everybody. She sold very little. I mean, someone comes in, I need a gift for $50. I need one. So everybody underneath there, which where we make all our money, basically, under that $25 price point, she didn't have. So it's important. Okay. So now, price points that sell, basically in our business, for what they're coming to us for, is between that $15 to $25. You want to have the majority of your stuff for that. Now, another thing, when they're buying it for the mother-in-law and their father, my God, why is my doggy barking? They don't need them till Christmas, but all the other gifts, they need from starting the 1st of November. They'll see their hairdresser once a month. So she needs that. The music teacher it's done in November. And she's coming in to see us. Come here, Ross, come on. So they need them at your open house. My dog is here. Get out. Go right out. She is a sheepdog, great big sheepdog. And here she is. You can't see her. You can see the top of her head. You have to lay down. Lay down. Lay down. You too can do this business. Down. One down. Over down. Down. Rosita. Now she stopped barking. They're called Velcro dogs. And like I said, she's old. She's 11. So she wants me. She couldn't see me because I shut the doors. So these price points that sell, you have to have a lot of them at your open house. You have to have a lot of gloves because people will come in and buy 5 of them because they need them. So let's talk about the 3. I have 3 gifts, or 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, my glove. Where's my stuff?
Ok, como les prometí, esta clase es larguita y no quiero tenerlos hasta toda la hora completa, pero es para que vayan viendo. Ella dio ya la primera parte, ¿ok? La primera parte de esta clase. Ella está hablando cómo hacer un open house y cómo tú promocionar los productos. Y lo que está hablando ella es que para vender cantidades también hay gente que sí va a regalarle a personas que no son sus familiares inmediatas y necesitan regalos que sean económicos, ¿ok? Entre los $12 que cuesta, $13 que cuesta el Mint Bliss, 14 o 16 que son las gel y las lociones, o el Oriflame Makeup Remover que cuesta 20. Si esos son productos que se mueven rápido y que tú puedes ofrecer para que la clienta pueda rapidito comprar esos regalos para los que son para compañeros de trabajo o son personas así. Ella va a hablar la próxima semana sobre cómo tú poder empacar regalos de esta forma, ¿ok? Son regalos que ya el enlace está, yo creo, para mí yo te lo envié ya hace un par de semanas atrás con esta foto, el enlace de cómo tú empacar y llevar ya los regalos empacados y que sean económicos. Hay regalos también extra que tú puedes hacer como empaques de esta forma, ¿ok? Eso es una taza bien bella, miren qué preciosa, ¿ok? Y también hay esta nueva tendencia de regalar en estas maletitas mini que te caben productos preciosos y ahí te cabe el lip balm. Mira, este tiene el balm, tiene el nuevo blushers en crema o los labios de seda. A ver si yo puedo ver aquí. Eh, Miren aquí los labios de seda, ¿ok? En empacaditos bien bello que tú puedes, o el de viaje, el travel de Juego Milagroso. Miren, oh, qué lindo este regalo para tenerlo. Así que realmente aquí lo importante es que ya vayamos viendo qué cosas tú puedes empacar que sean económicas. Esos empaques que ya tenía, que yo te enseñé, que ella tiene como si fueran tipo, ella le dice sobre. Ya vienen empacaditos de lo más bello. Y voy a buscar otra vez para enviarte el enlace de eso para que tú lo puedas ver, porque ya yo te lo había enviado y puedas ver esto por completo. Vamos a dejarlo aquí y lo seguimos la próxima semana, todo lo que ella está hablando sobre cómo hacer los open house y que sean un éxito los open house. Y estaba diciendo a alguien le fue mal porque todos los precios que puso fueron de $50 o más, ¿ok? Así que tú tienes que darle de muchas opciones porque puede ser que el que venga a comprar los regalos pequeños para la gente que no es tan directa hasta que venga el papá o algo así y compre, qué sé yo, los 12 días de Christmas y cuesta $300, ¿ok? Así que tenemos que tener una diversidad amplia, pero ofrecerlo ya desde ahora. Así que yo te voy a estar enviando fotos para que tú se lo puedas estar enseñando a las clientas y ya puedan ir escogiendo su regalo y ya tú tengas una idea de qué es lo que más se va a estar vendiendo. Así que yo espero que esta clase y todo lo que te estoy presentando te ayude a tener una idea de cómo tú puedes mover las ventas de Navidad. Cuando ella estaba diciendo que cuando tenía una tienda, ella no vendía nada de enero a julio prácticamente y todas las ventas eran en el último quarter del año, que eran las de Navidad. Así que vamos a aprovechar. La Navidad en Estados Unidos dura hasta el 24, el de nosotros dura hasta enero, ¿ok? Esa es la ventaja que nosotros tenemos. Tenemos doble Navidad, Navidad y acá, aquí en Puerto Rico, Reyes. Por lo tanto, se nos amplía las ventas hasta bastante. Así que yo espero que estas clases les estén ayudando a ustedes a ir organizándose y ya preparándose para esta temporada de Navidad que va a estar de show, ¿ok?